And today I just want to see what Donk is doing to get openings on Nuke, the aggressive plays he's making. Maybe we can see some of the bad too, like maybe the moments he's overextending, giving up some kills. I'm sure there'll be a lot of that. He is solo queue in this game, so a lot of the things he's going to do is very individually based. I think it's going to be really good to learn from. Oh, starting off from pistol. Who gives him the P250? I would be doing the same thing, guys. If I had Donk in my lobby, right away, man, you're getting the P250 every single time. So W Nami. I think Nami was in our game when I was over in EU queuing as well. So pretty sure they're in IGL or something. But yeah, so let Donk search outside here. Now his teammate is kind of trolling a little bit. Let Donk kind of take the first peek so that he can rip people's heads off. We're going to do a little bit of an outside rep here. Now, this is very good pistol to run at a high level because people assume that you're just going to go lobby or ramp because you have Glocks. Run it down with Glocks, get up in their face. So doing a pistol like this is very counterintuitive. And when you have a superstar player like Donk with the P250, he can actually duel the USPs at long range, which is absolutely beautiful. Take a few shots in, maybe connect something lucky. Just pivoting here. This is a really good pivot spot. You can kind of have a lot of power depending on what info you get. Jumping around, being hard to hit. Guy comes up secret. Really easy ride from him. I mean, honestly, didn't really have to do anything. Now, this is troll. This is troll. So again, Donk, best player in the world, but that quite literally is just overheat. You have a 3v1 where you're going to plant bomb on site. He has to open door to come out here. You could go top. You could go main at this point. Yeah, obviously it's Donk. He's going to get aggressive. He's going to throw some rounds. That's just inherently how it's going to be. But yeah, that round gets way closer than it needs to be for no reason. Because of him, honestly. He wants the kills. A little bit of a nade play here. And yeah, I get bomb. He said, wait, does he have a bind for that? Wait, is that allowed? Wait, does he have a bind that throws the bomb or does he? Oh no, he's quick. Bro, he's so quick. What the heck? Damn, bro, he's snappy with it. I thought he had like a bind or something. No, he said, hey, bro, take the bomb, go plant. Yeah, and nothing much really cooking here. But again, he's gonna hunt and he has the AK. I think this just gets him into the vibe, gets him into the mood of like playing. But honestly, like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like those first two rounds are just like brain dead. Like I'm not gonna lie, like straight up brain dead in the last 10 seconds of each of those rounds for him, of his life. Last 10 seconds of his life, just completely brain dead, straight up. Like that's just how it is. But he's a namer, I guess. Yeah, so he's gonna consistently be nading main. And one thing that's good to do with this, guys, is when you're in spawn next round, so say this round ends, you're in spawn, just go ahead and cycle stats and see if you're actually connecting with the HE damage, see if you're actually hitting anybody. It's really good to kind of know what type of player you're playing against, if he's going to hide in the corner early, if he's going to be spamming, you know, if he's not out there at all, if he's playing somewhere in garage, for example. It's very good. He also has the mentality like he's better than every single player in this lobby, so he does not care if he's throwing his money away, like running at him. That's definitely stuff you should not replicate, though. It's a good little door smoke that he's just lining up and throwing. Gets a beautiful trade as well. Just instant. I think Nuke might be one of the tougher maps for him to just pug on because there's all these little corners. The rotations get tough. Mirage and Dust 2 are by far his best pug maps. Absolutely. Oh, he gets timing here, actually. Yeah, he gets timing. And that's what I was going to say. Like, when he came down here and didn't clear anything at the beginning and throws that single smoke, I'm just being devil's advocate, but like, the CT came over here and killed his teammate over here, but that just as easily could have been Donk that died right there. Honestly, nothing crazy so far, honestly. Same thing here. Okay, he's gonna molly. And you see, guys, this is really, really important to learn from. This is an incredible thing to learn from right now. Why does he throw that molly? What's the point of that? He is making sure that nobody can rotate down vents. Nobody can rotate vents, and they're going to rush this. The idea being they are going to take all this space, get down B, and they don't have to worry about any of those A guys dropping down because they would have burned. They would have died. Now, on the flip side, we see what the CTs are doing. This guy's actually making a good read 2 rounds in a row where he's just starting lower. It's a very high level thing that anyone below level 10, I don't see it happening much, really. That's pretty cool that this guy's making that read. Very, very good. And then it looks like the ramp players just die for no reason. What happens here? They had a mega ramp sack and kind of just troll. Yeah, one guy dies by himself. Really good entries from Nuke there. Wow. I think Donk's not going to expect, yeah. He's not going to expect, which... Oh my... Dude. Wait, let's watch this. I'll make a point about this, but I want to see... This guy popped off. They don't expect the third guy here, but they probably should, and I'll tell you why. The reason that they, in hindsight, should have expected somebody to be here is because on Eco or these save rounds, stacking is by far the most common thing that's going to happen. Now, is it easy for me to say that in hindsight? Absolutely. Oh yeah, bro, be ready for another guy. But like, it's true. If they are stacked somewhere, the chances are that's going to happen the most on an eco round, or a little bit of a force. But it doesn't mean he's bad, obviously, like, right? Like, Donk's not bad for that. He's kind of making an educated guess, which is what high-level players will do. Now, sometimes it results in this, and I think he would love for his teammates to actually trade. I'm not sure how the guy gets 3, to be honest. But it's just a calculated risk, an educated guess. In his mind, what he's trying to do is knife out, come down here, and beat the rotates then. Because of his molly he already threw, he knows they're going to be late. So he was going to go through glass here and instantly snap and hold these positions so that he can have them rotated. That was the whole point of it. And hey, he does too much. He does too much, honestly. He does. Honestly, I think most of us are dying in a similar way right there. Honestly, we don't expect a third guy. We really don't. You know, see, at high level, these are always going to be broken, by the way, every single time. It doesn't happen in face level 10 and below games. People are not breaking those consistently. Yes, okay, he's just dueling. Said, screw the bomb, bro. He's like, I'm not holding that thing, man. I'm not planting the bomb. Get that out of here. Oh, never mind. I gotta get it. Nobody grabbed it. Mechanically, like, guys, this is his move. This is his move. I want you to look at the mechanics of this. So as soon as he spots the guy, he stops. He kills the strafe so that he can be accurate, right? So he can be accurate. And then when he doesn't hit the instant headshot, his first reaction is to then crouch and keep going down to the right to throw in a little bit of a slide. I'll show you what it looks like from the other guy's POV. So boom, guy's coming out here. He's going through a smoke. This is awkward. This is really awkward. Boom. So he tries to adjust, then flicks back, and then Donk starts sliding back down this way. Now, this wasn't his best example of a slide. He didn't have enough speed, I guess. But still, he's going to do that in pretty much every fight he takes, honestly. Every fight he can take. Dude, these guys had him on lock. I mean, this is how you counter Donk right here. This is how you counter him. You guys could do this. This, nothing special. Nothing special. Bang. Yeah, I'm not sure what the read is. He trying to, maybe he's trying to nade that guy, but you can see the timing of it. I don't know. Like, I really don't, I'm not sure about that play. I'm not sure, honestly. This game started out really bad for him. Really bad. Well, as far as Donk standards go, 3 and 5. And one of those kills was like a last second kill at the end of the round. Doesn't really have much impact. This one had decent impact, so you know that's fine. Yeah, let's see what we got cooking here. Let's see what we got cooking. But yeah, not the best start for our guy. He's gonna turn around though. He really is. He's gonna turn this thing around. That movement's clean. Okay, so he's trying to. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So he's trying to instantly break this open so that we can see what's going on outside. I see. Okay. So if anyone was trying to play around that or something, it boom, busted open. But you can see an easy counter that is just swinging because you're going to catch him with his HE out. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so that is the thing that is curious to me with Donk. He is so exposed on this fight. Again, I'm just shocked by how much he's showing himself in this. Like right here, this is great. Like he is isolating this fight. The only other place they can really swing is secret here. I think it's probably because it's a 1v5, right? He's just way out in the open. He's super exposed. Yeah, it's frustrating. And guys, like you got to realize T-side nuke is brutal. It's hard, even as a good player sometimes, to crack things open, to get yourself into the game. It is tough. You have to just grind the rounds out and lock in because CT side is so easy if you do it properly. So easy. Yeah, this is a start every single time. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't have much to say. Like, he's kind of just doing the same thing and nothing crazy. Okay, we finally go lobby here. Ooh, he hears the guy drop. Hears the guy drop. And one thing you'll notice about this is he's on an off angle. He's purposely putting himself on an off angle because Good players at this level are always going to pre-aim. They are going to pre-aim the most common positions, right? So if you have the best aim in the world like Donk, you put yourself on an off angle, it's the freest thing in the world to get kills. So that's the first thing I'm noticing with this. Secondly, is he's obviously going to put himself far away from this angle. You got to realize that this op play is very risky because you're so close to this wall. You are so up on it that they are going to see your gun barrel before you see them. I mean, bro, even if you had a pistol, it's just like, it's a very T-sided fight. It really is. It really is. Boom. You see right there. And the guy actually hits a crazy wall bang. I'm going to freeze it for you here so you can see what I'm talking about. It's just a pure T-side angle advantage. Pure T-side angle. And you see little jiggles too. Donk's always going to have some sort of movement when he's holding. There's no such thing as just standing and holding in this game. You got to be moving at all times. But boom. So Donk sees him, spots him, and from his screen, not even close. Like even in third person mode, you can't see any of Donk right there. So now Donk's foot's going to slide out and look at from Donk's POV. He sees half his body now. Dang. I want to see the shot. I mean, honestly, crazy flick though. Crazy flick. It's just funny because he is so good in these pugs. And obviously it translates to team CS because he has shown us time and time again. It's just funny to me how like he'll have low HP. He'll have no reason to push in some of these situations. And he still just like kind of throws his life away if the team is actually ready to shoot. I could see like, honestly, if you were a tier 1 player like on Vitality or, you know, even some of these other teams that counter him, you would literally just be like, dude, this freaking guy is going to swing us. They get ready, post, get your crosshair where it needs to be, double up, throw flashes, get utility, and you're going to kill him. Unbelievable. But this playstyle is going to have the highest peaks. It really is. You're just going to destroy every single player you face and the lowest lows. It really is. I think he had like 4 kills in a game the other day, which is all of us, right? We all have ups and downs, of course. But it's like, it just goes to show you that this is like the best player in the world. And you could still sit here and go, man, like fundamentally we're trolling. He really is a pug star. It's very interesting to see this guy. He is a mechanically gifted pug star, honestly. Again, off angles. Everything I'm noticing about him is just aggressive plays. And when he does slow things down, it's always on an off angle. Wide swing. So he's not afraid to make noise. A lot of you guys are afraid to make noise there and you get opt, you get, you know, killed by a guy posted. He's not afraid. He said, I'll swing. I'll be loud. I don't care. No hard peek. Jiggle out some of these in case an op or somebody's posted or they'll start shooting. And he'd probably swing aggressively if they start shooting. So another 1v4 now. Team's kind of falling apart. But like one thing I'm going to tell you, like one thing you're going to notice about Donk in these pugs, he provides no smoke walls, no utility for his team. He's just literally running around and doing stuff. I'm not saying he's necessarily a bad team player, but he's not going to be the guy that ever sets anyone up, honestly. He just isn't. He really isn't. Which I'm not going to lie. I don't care what enemies I make. I don't care if people think I'm stupid. I don't necessarily think that's good for the culture of CS. I don't think it's necessarily good that every kid, every player wants to play like Donk or, you know, even Kaisuke. I really do think that it breeds just people who refuse to play with teammates, think about the lens only through themselves. I don't know. I don't think it's good for the scene. Now, mechanically and stuff, absolutely. Like, please replicate as much as you can from Donk. Absolutely. Another good thing you absolutely want to replicate here, look what he does as soon as he gets the kill. He gets that A kill, smokes main off, and then dives down vents. Because what did they just say? Dude, he's out A, he's out A, he's out A. So this guy's flanking A. This guy's spamming through here thinking the guy's running on A site. This guy's rotating up heaven. And where did Donk go? Boom. He's down B. He's down B site. That rotation right there is something that lower elo players do not use enough. It is so easy to win rounds when you do that. He didn't play on the back stripe, so he's kind of limited and is punished. He's kind of limited. He's going to go play double site here. The only downside to that is they could defuse the bomb over here and he's not going to be able to see them. That's the only concern I have with that. Maybe it was far enough out. Yeah, honestly, maybe it was far enough out. He didn't plant right up on it. So yeah, honestly, maybe he's good. A lot of you guys, when you do this, you plant right up on top of the silo and the bomb goes down in this position. And the guys can just defuse without you seeing, which happens quite a bit. Yeah, I think in order to beat Donk, you just have to be equally as confident and lean into Team CS. You really do. You have to be equally as confident as him. If you just let him do whatever he wants, he's going to roll you. Just that, dude, just how clean these kills are. Dang, bro. Like, he does not care, bro. Dude, fight, man. Oh my goodness, man. Dude, he's like a zombie. He hears noise somewhere and he'll just gonna run to it. This guy is relentless, dude. He hears you, he is running at you. So his team has given up. They are not giving him the AK at this point. Oh, dude, look at the movement, by the way. Look at this little movement play. Did you guys know you can do this? If you're a high-level player, you should be training this jump. 1000% train this jump. Look at that. Bang. So clean. Saves some good time right there. Can't do the silent ladder movement anymore, sadly. Even flicks himself. What is that? Is that he gonna do that every time? What is that? There's like a ladder flick there. Huh. He just might be flexing on it, everyone, with his movement. But yeah, zero smoke wall, 0 utility thrown to help the team in that sense. He did throw a main smoke on the fly one round, I believe, which you don't want a player like this to be doing that. But the problem is I see a lot of teams, they get too many of these type of players where they refuse to do anything other than shoot, right? You need shooters. You need someone to play like this. But when you start to get 2-3 people on a team like that, your team's shocked. It's over. Nobody's doing any of the dirty work, the unglamorous work, the intangibles. Yeah, same thing. You see that? You see, guys, this is a common theme. He hears a guy shooting events over here, tries to run him down, and these type of bait setups would destroy Donk, honestly. But as hard as we were on him, genuinely, this is just how T-side nuke can go sometimes. We're being extremely hard on him. He's the best player in the world, arguably, or, you know, obviously one of them. You got Zywoo, you got other people, but one of the best players in the world. We're being extra critical. We're being extra hard on him. Yep, drop Donk dualies like that. That's a good strat, good strat. Dang, and dude, he goes out this way. He goes out this way. What the heck? Okay. I think most players go up the other way. Yeah, most players go up the other way. Do that type of movement. Interesting. Okay. His movement is just like flawless. That's what I'm like very interested to see too. So ramp gets called. So he's going to go rotate down early ASAP as soon as he can here. Close this door behind him. Okay. We have bomb down ramp. Easy round for him. Yeah, I think you kind of just get bored in these pugs too. That's what happens when you solo queue. You kind of lose a little bit of purpose. Yeah, you lose a little bit of purpose. And I want to point out something right here, because this is the truth. Do you guys know how common it is for the rifler to just swing garage and then get 1D'd from out here? Dude, it happens like every nuke game. Every nuke game, the rifler just swings out here and gets 1D'd. Bang, dome to the head. So I actually love that he is not just swinging. He's actually like taking timings here. And you'll notice, guys, at low elo, what you guys do is you think you're playing like Donk, but you're just sitting here holding this and you're not moving. You're just holding. Do you see how he is taking these timing peaks? You will never catch this guy not moving. If you are fighting this guy, he is already one of the best, if not the greatest aimer in the world. Plus, you're never getting a free shot on him. He's constantly going in and out, in and out, in and out. AD. You guys will like destroy people by playing like this. And he's visualizing, by the way, the whole time he's just visualizing that fight. Yep, look what this guy did the whole round. Sometimes, man. Sometimes this happens, but that's why it kind of sucks to be this outside guy against Deeks, because I don't know why the Deeks just get a big buff here. Oh my goodness, it's just crazy. It's just the shots people hit nowadays are just nuts. That's just an average shot, you know what I mean? At high level, that's just an average shot. It really is. So here guys, like, I'm not gonna lie. Again, maybe just because it's a pug, like I don't expect this. Also, this is an EU pug where comms are very little. People be very intense, but the communication isn't flowing as much. If you really truly are playing high level CS, your garage guy would be sitting here waiting for a flash from your heaven rotator. And your heaven rotator would flash peak so that he could swing wide on that initial peak. And then also, if you want to get out, your heaven rotator would flash again so that you can get out safely. That has to happen, honestly. Or, I mean, it doesn't need to. I guess you risk just peeking into 4 guys, peeking into a dig holding you. So just how it is. Because he has a little bit of They naded us, guys. They naded us. That's funny. Dude, he just spams AD. Spams AD constantly. Dude, how is he so clean with... Like, you guys see how critical I am, how harsh I am on him. But watch his crosshair during all of this. It is absolute cinema. Like, his crosshair placement this whole time. It's just, like, how, dude? And honestly, it's just through infinite hours of practice. Like, training it in refrag, training in your death matching. Dude, it's about having that intention and understanding where you're aiming to. You need to understand what you're looking for. So many players don't know what they're aiming at. They have no clue. Well, how are you going to have good crosshair placement if you don't even know where the guy could be? You have to visualize constantly. The beauty is, the more you do it, you start to just build it into your muscle memory, and these type of things get so easy. Like, he's coming through here. He thinks somebody could be close. So that's one of his first priorities, is to hunt this down, and then boom, flick back over here, and then boom, over. Like, you can see quite literally what he's thinking as he does it. I'm surprised he hasn't aggressed outside yet. There's the good nade. Wait, what is the point of that? What is the point of that nade? Oh, to blow open. Okay, I see. So he has two nades. One's to blow open the T-smoke on when he's on CT side, and then one's to blow open their cross smoke. So he's trying to catch you swinging with when you throw the T-smoke. I see. Okay. That's a lineup just to break their smoke. I see. Boom, boom. Again, he doesn't get the kill here, but look at the intelligence of this dude. Look how smart he is. I know all of you guys would not be acting like he does here. Look. This is what makes a good player great. Like, this is what makes you a great player. He could just commit to this. Ready, looking, bang. He wants that kill. He does. He wants it. But instantly, he doesn't keep thinking about that guy. No. That guy's gone. That guy has bomb. He's going to be on site. Don't even think about him. Next fight. Bang. Doesn't get the kill, but, like, that is great decision making. Shoot. Next guy. Kill him, you know, then you can refight over here. So many players do that wrong. They just keep getting sucked into the same fight. Oh, he's 1 HP on site. Let me spam through the wall. And then you're getting dumbed in the side of the head right here. So he decides to get an op up. You have to be careful on this angle, I'm pretty sure. Oh, guys, yeah. Do not play this angle. Do not play this angle. Absolutely do not play this angle. Oh, dude, that angle sucks, by the way. At least he doesn't hold it for long, but I'm serious. You will die so much here against good players. Now, if they swing, you got him. You're cooking them. But if they jump spot over here and see you, and you're cooked. It's just angle advantages. Angle advantages. And you can see here, honestly, this is bad. Like, this is really bad that he allows this gap too. Now, he should, like, he's the outside guy. I don't even know why he's really opping, honestly, other than it's just like, dude, we need something. We need to make something happen. But, at least he gets the info. Teammates end up cleaning up, but I mean, honestly, guys, we chose a rough one for him. We chose a rough one. I could have chose a game where he drops 40 kills like usual, but I was just curious. I wanted to see kind of like what he's doing, maybe on a little bit of an off game, a little bit of a bad. You have to keep in mind with these Donk score lines, I'd say about 10 to 15% of his kills are honestly, I'm gonna put it bluntly, like useless kills. Now the rest are insane, right? Like, they are so high impact, they are round winners and stuff. But you gotta realize with players like Donk, he's holding W in 4v1s. He's not playing smart, like in that sense, right? He's obviously a really smart dude, but in those 4v1s, he is very aggressive for no reason. Another really good tip I have for you guys is if you have a molly, say like you were the A player and you have the molly, give it to your outside guy, because the team molly is gonna spread much better for us, so that the outside guy can actually shut down this early fight much better. But yeah, I think that's one thing a lot of people forget about these type of player score lines is they are very, very inflated, honestly. It is very inflated. Doesn't necessarily make it less impressive in certain situations, but if Donk drops 10 kills, it's definitely going to be different than if Mezzi on Vitality drops 10 kills. It's just rolls, though. You know what I mean? That's expected. That's just how rolls work. So he hasn't shot his op at all this round yet. Still hasn't gotten any impact with it. Again, oh my goodness, the awareness. Like, wait. One thing I'm going to say, like, look at the off angle he's playing. This is, again, very intentional. If he has to play slow, he's gonna be on an off angle. So he plays fast. He just gets up in your face. He makes the game very linear. And then when he plays slow, he's never in one static spot. So I'm curious, does this guy end up seeing him, or does he make a noise, or does Donk just like turn around at the right time? Oh, they kind of looked at each other. Bang. Good composure there, honestly. So they get to call that down secret on B. Nami's probably common as hard as he can here. Donk decides to hold again. Dude, I'm not even, he is so much better than me. He is 50 times the player I am, right? But like, I'm just so confused on these angles, why he's choosing to hold some of them. Because like, again, okay, I guess this one's fine. This one's fine, actually. I was going to give him a hard time, but I guess that one's fine because this control panel's in the way. I think that's okay. Yeah, that should be fine. It's just like he's giving with the op. It's a little weird the angles he's posted on. But hey, that's him. Maybe that's why he's Donk and I'm Kojo, right? Egos him. And then instantly makes the read. Bang. That's some great game sense. Probably some good comms as well. I actually like that he egos that though. The guy throws a bad smoke and you punish it. Like if he would have thrown a good smoke there, Donk can't beat it, right? Like if he just bounced off the wall. So good ego, I guess. I'm not gonna lie. In this game, I'm really just like seeing lots of bad habits that I think he gets away with because of how much better he is than the other team, which is probably on purpose. If you're playing with players that are worse than you, like you can get away with so many different things, right? You could get away with anything. So I can completely understand, right? I'm not this armchair analyst that's, yeah, bro, Donk is horrible. He's not horrible. He's amazing. He is amazing. Now, one tip I can give you guys to throw maybe a little bit better of a flash here. His flash is not the end. It's not the end of the world. You guys can actually, if your teammate's like coming up secret, you can angle this much more to the right if you want. You can get this flash more out here because your teammate is not going to get blind by it over in secret. Now, if my teammate is peeking from main, yes, I can't flash super far on this side, but you lose flash effectability or effectiveness the farther out it is. So you can imagine, right? Like a silo guy's not really going to get blinded by that as much. He's still going to eat some of it. But wait. Flash comes in. Bang. You see, he's not going to eat it versus if you get that flash over a few feet, virtual feet, meters for my Europeans, like, yeah, it'll be much more effective. Oh, dude, he's so quick. Like, he's actually so quick. Sometimes too quick, right? Like, sometimes that quickness actually hurts him. Oh my goodness, dude. He's just making money moves always. Bro, like actually watch this without X-ray for a second. Donk is quite literally the dude that if he was in your game, you think he's cheating. Like quite literally. You'd be like, dude, this guy's gotta be cheating. He's just ready for everything, man. So bomb down outside. He finds himself in this hollow position. You see that little head jumper too. That's very intentional, that head jumper, in case somebody was posted on him or something. It's like he's on a mix of heroin, caffeine, and cocaine while he's playing. So 30 seconds, bombs down. It looks like they know he's main with the double scope here. So he's in a very safe angle. He can just shoot and fall infinitely here. Smokes it off. Gets posted on a different angle. Yeah, I should definitely be over at this point. Biggest takeaway I have is actually movement-wise. Like, of course, you can see this dude never stops AD. Like, he genuinely never stops strafing in some way. Goes down secret. What is he doing here? Okay, so he kind of delays his timing a little bit. Decides to post on the single. It's not bad. I'm a little curious why he doesn't just go up there and post on this. Maybe a little bit of uncertainty. Maybe he just prefers this line. I'm not sure, honestly. You think he'd want to get posted up further. You gotta remember, Donk is not a primary opper, by the way. Like, I'm actually shocked with how much he pulls the op out in these pugs. That's gotta be terrifying to drop down vents and Donk is just up in your face. That's gotta be terrifying. CTs are very isolated here, which is not good, but looks like they're just gonna pick it up. Yeah, again, he's just always jiggling, always jiggling in some way. Also, a really intelligent thing here is he plays this angle, which has way more advantage. You'll see a lot of lower elo players in this situation hold here. The T can just peek you from so many different areas on this. It's just horrible. While being here, you have so much more control over the fight. That's all high level gameplay is. It's like controlling your fights. And you can see that that's exactly what the guy did. He checked to see if anyone was there. And now he's not going to expect Donk to be so close. So look what... Okay, Donk decides to HE and kill him. Nice. Well, he's low, 1 HP. That's probably the info that came in. Yeah, I mean, interesting. Very, very interesting. His movement is just flawless. Like, it's actually insane. Strategically on Nuke, though, I'm not too impressed, honestly. There you go. So now he's posting on it. But again, you got to be so careful because if a guy goes silo, he can still see you easily. Which again, it's probably just an ego thing. Like, I'm better than you guys. Meh. It's insane, bro. It's just actually insane. I think it's funny when people just instant leave. Bang. Well, that was a great little Donk review there. We learned some ego plays, some, good, some bad. Not impressed with the strats and stuff as far as his solo things that he's running through, but I'm very, very impressed with his mechanics. Obviously, one of the greatest players in the world. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Lots of majors to be won. So yeah, GG's to Donk. And thanks to everyone that watched it live on twitch.tv/CoachMOCS. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.